Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I'm back with another WWE related video. I'm going to be doing a review slash unboxing of the 30th anniversary Undertaker Signature Series mini replica belt. So this is something that I just got from WWE Shop. Actually, my wife bought it for me for my birthday, which just passed like a week or so ago at the time that I'm recording this. It just arrived like the day that I'm recording this. And I'm really, I'm so stoked about this. Like I've been curious about the mini belts for a while now, because as far as replica belts go, I've got most of the ones that I want. There's only 3 belts left that I don't either have or have coming that I need to pick up sometime over the course of the next, year and a half to 2 years. And that's I'm missing the Big Eagle Attitude Era WWE Championship. I'm missing the European Championship, and I would like to get a block logo, black or yellow strap, classic like 1990s era WWE Intercontinental Championship belt. Most of the other replicas that I wanted, like I said, I have, and I'm really happy with. But this is one that I was really intrigued by. And I asked for it for my birthday. The wife said, just place the order for it, and it's here. So another reason I wanted to do this video actually is because most of the Signature Series Undertaker 30-year replica belts videos are on the full-size adult replica, which in Canadian dollars is going to be almost $800 by the time you factor in taxes and shipping. So that's just a no-go. Like that's just not going to happen. But the mini replica, goes on sale alongside of like the regular belts. So, for example, the full-size one was not on sale when they had their recent like 25% off deal, which I used to get a similar belt to the one we're going to see, but the full-size replica non-signature series, just a regular version of the title. But it was on sale, and it's just a really cool package overall, but there's very few videos on the miniature replica. They're always on the adult size replica, and the few videos that I saw for the mini replica, they don't talk about it. There's no audio. It's just like them unboxing it and the Undertaker's theme usually playing over the video, which is neat. But I would like to actually hear people's like reviews or thoughts on it, because you can actually see there's one of them where you could tell the person was talking because you could see a sort of hand indicating certain things, but there's just no audio. And anyway, I don't know. I watched the video a couple of times anyway, so nothing against it, but I wanted there to be an actual proper review out, so I guess I'm going to be the one to do it. So this is how it comes. So you get it actually comes in a carry case, which is based off of what the limited edition version of the belts had. So they were numbered, I want to say it was like 1 through 500 or something like that. And they actually came in a special collector's case, but those ones were, again, super expensive. They did re-release it without it being numbered and without the carrying case, with just the regular like the suede or whatever the belt bags are now. So it had those, but the miniature one actually comes with the case similar to what the limited edition versions had, just in miniature form. So we've got, it's shaped like an urn. There was an Undertaker Legacy belt that had it was like, it came in a case shaped like a coffin. So here we have the Undertaker's urn. It comes with this slip cover, this paper slip cover with a purple WWE Network logo, and I do like that logo, and I love the color purple. It's my favorite. That's my favorite color in that particular shade. But this is just a paper sleeve meant to keep things from getting scratched during transit. So here is what's underneath that paper sleeve. And I actually had to adjust the lighting. This is my second time trying to record this video. Mainly just because typically when I record, I'll turn the overhead light off because it's sort of like a yellowish light. But the ring light that I use to light the things that I'm doing videos on, it made focusing and being able to see the details on the belt really difficult. So I'm hoping that this works better. But here we have the urn case. It's very glossy, very nice feeling. The lettering and the details are slightly raised, like you can sort of feel just a very, very slight little bump as you run your fingers over them. But it says Undertaker. It's got the Undertaker cross and the number 30, because that's how many years the character was around for. before retiring last year at Survivor Series. On the side, we've just got two clasps and a handle, so a carrying handle. And then the back actually has like a velvet, or felt, not velvet, a felt bottom on it. So it'll keep it from slipping around. It'll keep, you know, the case from getting scratched. It's actually, again, really, really cool. And give it the stand-up test. It's a little rounded, so I wouldn't stand it up on its end, but, you know, just to have it laying on your shelf, looks really, really cool. And then on this side, we just have the hinges, but inside is where all the goodness is. So we'll snap those, open it up. It does have this ribbon that connects the two halves, so it doesn't like flop open, or you don't have to worry about the hinges breaking, is the word I'm trying to say. So, and here we have the miniature belt. I shouldn't say miniature, it's just called a mini belt. And the first thing that I was really impressed by was just how big the mini belt really is. And I know it's not going to translate well on camera, and it never does. But I always looked at the mini belts, and whenever I would see them, I figured like they always looked like they were like 6 inches long, maybe 1.5 inches tall. They always look small. There were a couple of videos where you got a little bit better perspective on how they looked, but I was really expecting this mini belt to be more mini than it really is. It's actually held in the case, so there's a couple of spots there where you just poke the ends of the belt in. Again, you got the felt lining here on the lid, on the bottom here. You also have a raised block that you can rest the center plate on. So it actually, you know, sort of helps it pop just a little bit more. So that's the case. So we're not interested in that anymore. We'll just sort of slide that off into the distance. So here we have the belt itself. So yeah, like I said, the size of it was actually, you know, a lot bigger than I was expecting. So this is 1 foot long from end to end. And yeah, again, it's kind of hard for that to really, you know, pick up in, you know, on camera. But basically, you know, I mean, I've got fairly long fingers, so from like, if I put this at the edge of my palm, even though like I said, I tend to have pretty long fingers, I'm only getting to just past the center plate on this. So again, just really, like I said, it's much bigger than I was expecting. And the pictures online, again, make the center plates look really, really small, but they're actually not, and they're pretty decently detailed as well. So it looks really, really cool. So this is an exact, you know, copy of the full-size adult replica version, which is a modified Winged Eagle belt. I do actually have a full-size Winged Eagle belt on the way for me. It's the all gold white strapped Winged Eagle belt. I'm really looking forward to getting. Hopefully that'll arrive in the next couple of weeks, and I will definitely do a video on that. But here we have the Undertaker version. So this is a silver plated or nickel plated version of the Winged Eagle. And I'm personally not, and I know this might sound like blasphemy, I'm personally not a fan of the dual plated Winged Eagle belt. Back from, you know, its debut, or they just recently, literally the day after I ordered the white Winged Eagle belt, they released the dual plated one. But I actually don't like the dual plating. I don't know what it is. I just don't care for it personally myself. So I always like the all gold one. But honestly, an all silver version of the Winged Eagle, I think would also look pretty cool. So again, it's kind of difficult to get the detailing, but it's not as bad with the overhead light on than when it was with the overhead light off. So we'll go over the strap and all the plates and everything. So here we go. So first of all, again, it's about 1 foot long strap. It's got the simulated leather, which is actually surprisingly flexible, especially for the mini belts. I was expecting them to be a little bit stiffer, but it's actually got, you know, a pretty nice, you know, flex to it. And you've got a 2x3 snap box, or snap set, not a snap box, but a snap set on either side. It's got the outer main plate, or the outer side plates of the Winged Eagle belt. So it's got the WWE logo. I'll talk more about the WWE logo on these belts when I do my Winged Eagle review. I have people complain about it not being the WWF logo. It doesn't bother me. I'll talk more about that in detail in another video. But you've got the WWE block logo, so like the Legends logo. You've got the sunburst pattern, you've got like the curved outer edge of the side plate, you've got the scroll pattern on either side, and you've actually got the grapplers in the same pose. So you got like the grapplers doing like one of them doing like the leg sweep or the takedown maneuver. The inside side plate has like the sunburst pattern with the scrolling work on either side, but instead of having the grapplers, it has the Undertaker's urn with the name Undertaker, the urn, the cross, and the symbol for, or the number 30, similar to what we have on the case. We've also got the sort of like Gothic inspired scroll work on the strap itself. It's just silk screened on, but you do actually feel a little bit of texture to it, which is cool. It's got a really cool like sort of Gothic inspired pattern, but you've got the Undertaker crosses on the top and bottom of the first or the inner side plate. Then we have the side bars. Again, I'll talk about the side bars when I do the review of the full-size video. I'm here to talk about the specific Undertaker one, this specific one, and not my thoughts in general on the sidebar situation. I guess as a spoiler, I feel like people make too much of a fuss over it, but anyway. And then we've got we'll just gonna skip over here for a second. So then we've got the Undertaker property plate. So, or the logo plate, I guess. It's not the property plate, this is the logo plate with the WWE block logo and the word Undertaker underneath. So instead of it saying champion like the standard belt does, it has the Undertaker's name. Some wrestlers did have their name under the WWF logo back in the day, like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior. I want to say Randy Savage as well, maybe Bret Hart, but it either had their name or the word champion. We got the other snaps, and then we've got the belt tip. And again, this is the exact same belt tip that you would have on the full-size replica. So it's this large silver tip, and it looks like it's one piece actually, just screwed into the strap itself, which is cool. And it reads, rest in peace, with the Undertaker symbol at the top and sort of some fancy scroll work or scroll pattern on the underneath there. So really, really cool looking as well. And then we've got the main plate. So again, it's a silver winged eagle with a purple globe. But again, I was really surprised by the amount of detail captured on these mini belts, or this mini belt, I should say. I was really not expecting it to look as good as it does. And again, it's sort of difficult with the lighting to get everything to show properly. But you've got the detail and the feathers of the eagle's wings. You've got his feet like grasping the wrestling champion banner. You've got the word heavyweight underneath the globe, which actually has the black paint filling it in. You've got like the world on there. It looks very clear. Like if you're looking at it in person, it's very clear, very easy to read, which was something I was a little bit concerned about. Some of the angles, again, with the lighting sort of plays tricks on it, makes it look more difficult to read than it really is. But yeah, it actually came out really, really well. You've got the grapplers on either side of the eagle's wings, and these are the grapplers that would normally be featured on the inside side plate if it didn't have like the Undertaker urn here. So you got those grapplers, you got the globe, you actually got like the details of the continents, which looks really cool. Again, the eagle looks really, really, really good, and yeah, it's just a really, really nice looking belt. You've got the Gothic pattern going around the belt here as well, with the Undertaker logo on the top there as well. With the champion banner, the wrestling champion banner, you also have the side globes, and it's difficult to make out, but there is some detailing in those side globes. It's not as good as obviously the full-size one was, but you can actually see an attempt to make it look like there's continents depicted or land masses depicted in those globes. So again, really, really cool. Really, really fantastic detail. And again, like it's just a pretty decent size. Like I think it's 3 inches from the bottom of the strap to the top of the strap, and the plate itself is probably about 2.5 inches. Again, just really, really cool looking. And then the back is just awesome. It's actually got like a velvety feel to it, and it's got the same like Gothic pattern with the Undertaker 30 logos behind the center, the side plates. You've got the official replica patch on the back there. You've also got the holographic sticker, which I'm probably going to take off. But it's just, again, just a really, really cool looking belt, and it snaps really nicely and really easily. And yeah, it's just overall, it's just a really nice belt. Like, I'm really impressed with this mini belt, and there are a few more mini belts that I want to add to my collection. There are ones that I want to have for the purposes of doing some videos on, but I don't want the full-size replicas for them. But yeah, so there's a few more of those that I want to get, and yeah, just like I said, overall, just a really, really, really nice looking belt. Bigger than I thought it would be, a foot long, about 3 inches tall. And this is the Winged Eagle as well. You have to remember, the Winged Eagle is not a big belt in general. So for the mini belt to be as big as it is, it's really impressive. And it makes me want to pick up a few more and see if they live up to this level of detail and the size of it, the scale of it. I'm interested to see. So I might pick up a few more in the near future and see how they measure up. But this one I'm really impressed by, and I'm really happy to have it. And it's one of my favorite things that I own, because it's just so cool looking. But yeah, so there you go. So that's the review. I think it's a very, very well put together product. Very nicely detailed, much better detailing than I was really expecting. I figured the plates would be thinner. I thought they would be stamped. But they actually look like they're cast molded, and they just look really, really nice. The paint in the word heavyweight, where they could get it in, looks, again, really, really nice. It just, overall, it's a fantastic belt. And if you're a wrestling fan, you're an Undertaker fan, this is something that I think is a great pickup. You know, it's something you could put on your desk, something you could put on your shelf. It's just a really cool product overall, and for the price of the mini belt, it's much more affordable than the full-size replica, which is, like, again, it's over $650 before tax and shipping and customs fees for me in Canada. This was $100 on sale, and well worth it, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if any of you collect the mini belts, what your thoughts are of them. Are there certain ones that you would recommend? What's your favorite Undertaker match or moment or memory? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.